Well, hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Shani and I'm a part-time reseller, and what I have today is a thrift haul from the Goodwill outlet. I live in Missouri. The closest Goodwill outlet to me is Rogers, Arkansas. And this last weekend, my sister and I met down there. She lives 2 hours the other way and I live 2 hours this way from the Rogers, Arkansas bins. And so we met there for a full Saturday. We spent 8 hours in the bins. So this is what I have. And I have searched high and low for my receipt and I cannot find it. It might be in one of these bags, but I will tell you, I spent a total of $112 there. I'm gonna show you the clothes I got, the hard goods I got, the linens, and the books I have. I do remember the clothing. So, wow, when was it? A year and a half ago, a tornado went through Rogers, Arkansas, and it took out the Goodwill outlet. And so it ended up, they remodeled it. It actually was probably 2 years ago, two and a half. So they remodeled it. It was longer because it took time for them to remodel. But they ended up reopening, which was music to all of our ears around here because it is the closest one to my area. So yeah, I was super happy when they did reopen. I have found shopping at different outlets, it's a little bit different. Sometimes I get jealous of the people that they can go get a whole bag of books for like hardly anything, because this one specifically is 5 books for $2 or it's 50 cents a piece. The clothes is, in this one, it's anything you can wear. Anything you can wear. Shoes, hats, clothes, belts. If you can wear it, it is considered clothing. And it was, I think, $1.69 a pound. They have creeped up on that, which I don't think is, we're all seeing it. No matter where you live, we're all seeing the prices go up. And then the housewares, the linen, and the glass. Anything that has glass on it, glass a part of it. If it is all glass, it is 29 cents a pound, I'm pretty sure. I only got a few pieces of glass, and I'll show you. I think the linens were $1.29 a pound, if I'm correct. And then I cannot remember what the housewares was. So let's just get through it. This will be a longer video, so get you an afternoon cup of coffee if this is the afternoon. It is for me. It is my day off. There was a mandatory work meeting that I was on my way to on my day off, and we got the call that one of my patients had passed away. I am a full-time hospice nurse, and this patient I have, he was a little special to me, him and his family. And so I volunteered to go do what we call the death visit, where we prepare the body for a funeral home. I'm not trying to be morbid. It's just, this is a part of life. None of us get out of this part of life. And that is why hospice is special to me, because it deserves dignity and respect. The same way we come into the world. So anyway, that's just my little hospice nurse clip. So I did work on my day off just to be able to be with that family in their time of mourning. And so I finished that, and then I went and got my oil changed because I was over getting my oil changed. So I'm back home. It's my day off, but it's like, I think 1:30 p.m. or something like that. So I'm having an afternoon cup of Java, and then let's do it. Okay, let me go through all my bags first, and then we'll attack the clothing and the shoes. So the first is, I think this is all the glassware I purchased. Yeah, it is. This is the only glassware I purchased, and it cost me nothing, hardly. It was 29 cents a pound. This jar You know, they didn't have a whole lot of housewares come out the entire day. This jar is like super light, so it literally cost me nothing. And I was looking for cheap jars because when I put jewelry in my flea market booth, I like big jars like this because I can ask for quite a bit. Plus, if there's big bangle bracelets that don't fit in the little jars, sometimes they'll fit better in these. So I did get this one jar, and then I got 2 ornaments. Man, it feels like glass. There for a minute, I was like, wait a second. Is this metal? I don't know. It feels heavy like glass, but this is just a very pretty ornament. Truthfully, I might keep it for myself. And then here is a vintage glass ornament as well. I actually have a set. I don't know that I have a green one, but I have several like this. So those are the only glassware I got this trip. All right, you all know that I craft, I sew. And so the linens I got, which I'm gonna be honest, I guarantee there's some linens mixed in with the clothing, and I wasn't able to find them before I checked out, but I picked up just a scrap of Christmas fabric, very cute, so I can use that in a Christmas quilt or some sort of craft I'm doing. So there's that. I believe this was $1.29 a pound. So I found an old quilt, and no one else had purchased it because most likely they didn't want, okay, do you see that? How bad it was? A lot of the quilt was that way. But I was able to look past that and find cute squares that were still intact. And I definitely, I want to make patchwork jackets and, you know, cardigans and things like that. I want to try my hand at that. And also, I also want to redo some jeans with some quilting patches on them. And so my sister, who packed batteries, screwdriver, she had all kinds of stuff in her purse because she wanted to be able to test things before we brought them home. She had a big pair of scissors, and she said, you want to cut it up? I was like, I never thought of that. I was like, yeah, I do. So I literally cut a quilt and took the pieces that I wanted because I did not feel like it was going to be like, it was too far gone in certain areas of the quilt to be reused. So I literally pieced pieces of quilt that I knew I wanted to use, which I feel like is better than just leaving it, letting it go to the landfill. And I like this one for sure, the yellow. These are a little bit bigger pieces. So anything that I left was definitely just all, oh man, it was bad. Like, it was really bad. See, I did take a big portion of one side, but as you get down, there's several that are definitely just missing. So anyway, these are definitely pieces for me to quilt with. There's a few more in there, but that was all the linen I got. As we go through this also, sorry, it's like my nose is already itching. Just as a reminder, I have 2 flea market booths also. So it might not be something I'm going to sell online, but it might be something that is able to go to my flea market. So normally if I even question something, like I see something right off the bat, and it's this pretty little basket, this will be going to my flea market booth. It's a really pretty woven basket in excellent shape. Baskets sell very well in my flea market booth, so that will be going there. It hardly weighs anything at all. So All right. This place specifically, I have some purses. So this area specifically, the purses, which I feel like probably no matter where you're at, there's always going to be the purse and shoe people, and they rush. And not that I'm not worried about getting in there and digging myself, but sometimes if you just sit back and let people do their thing, and yeah, they get some of the good stuff, but normally what I have found, especially the younger kids that are in the clothing, they do this too. They bum rush and they just like pile and pile, and it's like they don't really go through stuff. And I'm sure they just load their arms with stuff and then they run over to the side and they go through what all they grabbed. And I'm like, you just missed probably a whole bunch. But anyway, it's just not the way I do things when I'm going through bins. So sometimes if it's too crowded, I just like let people have it unless there's something I for sure see right off the bat. But okay, so here is a globe, and it's in amazing condition, but as you can tell, it's missing the stand. So I saw this Pinterest idea I want to do, and I want to maybe make this into like a Christmas scene and put it on its own pedestal. And so I'm gonna do some Pinterest ideas, but I thought this was an amazing globe that still looked to be in pretty good condition. And I know you can turn them into lights and do things with them, but anyway, I kind of want to do my own thing with it. So I'm not quite sure what my own thing is, but I want to do my own thing with it. Okay. Here's a package, 3 packages of little bells. And, you know, I figured I could craft with these, or these might sell in my flea market booth around Christmas time, but I have 3 brand new packs. Here is a metal pitcher that I'm gonna just cut this ribbon off of. It does have a dent somewhere in it. Oh, it's right here. It does have a dent in it, but you know, look, it says 36.72, which I was like, are you kidding me? Looks like an old Walmart tag or something, but anyway, I know this will sell in my flea market booth, so I am gonna cut this off and just sell the picture. All right, so you all know me if you've been following me. I love the holidays. I love decorating for Halloween. I found these very cool yard stake lanterns. And so I definitely got them for myself. This one does have a crack in the bottom of it, but the rest are in excellent condition. And it's not too, like, it's bad, but it's still together, right? So I might try to find an extra one, but I did end up picking this up for most likely myself. All right. These are melamine bowls, and I thought they were super cute, all florally. I'm sure they're just from Walmart, Kmart, Target, something like that. They don't really have a brand on the bottom of them. So I just figured I would wash them up and put them in my booth. And my sister was like, you could definitely keep them. This one's definitely dirty, but excuse me. She was like, you could definitely keep them, you know, for serving dishes or whatever. And that is so true. They're so cute, but I will most likely put them in my flea market booth because I have a lot of dishes. Okay. So this wasn't with the books, so I didn't count it as a book. Maybe I should have. It was with the home goods, but I am learning how to cross stitch, but I picked this up because it is a vintage Hummel. It is a 1980 Hummel designs in counted cross stitch. I thought it was kind of cool. You know, it's got some issues, but I figured if it doesn't sell online, if it doesn't have comps, this will sell in my flea market booth. So it just has some cross stitching designs. And then vintage socks, panties, things like that are still new. It's kind of like the new vintage. Sometimes they will sell. So I picked up several packages of brand new vintage pantyhose. Here's Sears Klingalon Ultra Sheer Stockings. It's crazy. They're still new in the package. Mesh Knit Smoke Shapely Size B 10 to 11. it's just like so cool. So I have 3 of those packages. And then I did pick these up just for me. In the holidays, we always have like friends over or, you know, family over, and I was like, these are brand new packages of napkins. So I saw them in a bin just laying there, so I just grabbed them. My sister picked up these items. This is from an old blender. It's the Osterizer. And these comps, we did look them up. My sister grabbed them initially, and then she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. These do sell for about $5 a piece looking online. I am just gonna stick them in my flea market booth. And it's definitely amazing that the lids are all there. So I didn't see the rest of the pieces, but the lids are definitely all there. Okay. Here is almost a brand new alcohol spray. And I was like, oh yes, please. So I grabbed that. That is cucumber mint. Cucumber mint. So there's that. That got thrown in there. And then I found some vintage Christmas that I can do my crafting with. And so I picked up a few of these as well. I just had an amazing day because, you know, we just took our time. We just hung out. They don't seem to bring out stuff the way they used to. It seemed like they circulated more in the past. I have noticed that since they've reopened, but it still was a really fun day to just hang out. And most people go to the bins for a few hours, and we spent all day, but you have to take into consideration, we had a 2-hour drive there, and we don't get to do that very often. So when we go, we make a day of it, and we literally take out loads if we find enough stuff. So anyway, and I actually spent less than my sister, and she is not a reseller. So, okay, one bin that came out had purses, and I was able to pick up a few things. So this is a Fossil purse. It is a small little crossbody. It does have, you can see the dirt and grime on it. I am going to see how good I can clean it and hopefully get it cleaned up. And I took a chance on it. If I don't, here's the inside. It's clean. The inside is clean. If I don't get it cleaned up the way I want to, I will probably just put it in my booth. The one thing, I love Fossil, and I know Fossil doesn't resell like other things, but it's good leather, you know? I just love Fossil, the Fossil purses. And okay, so there's that one. I wasn't sure, but Sherry talked me into it, and she's my sister, so. Okay, and then I have this little Fossil wallet, and it is brand new. You can tell it still has the Fossil cards in it. Here is the Fossil tag. This was $35 new. Someone may have got it at a Fossil outlet. I don't know, but it is new. So other than just like a couple little surface wear spots from being in the bins, this is a brand new wallet from Fossil. So there's that. And then here is also a brand new Fossil purse. $68. This is Keeper Mini Flap Sea Foam. So brand new purse. Here's the straps. Little crossbody purse with a sea turtle. Here is, you can put all your cards. I mean, it's new. It still has the tags. So it was very exciting being able to find this. And just, you know, a couple surface spots just from laying in a dirty bin with other purses, but nothing significant and nothing I can't wipe off. So that's another reason why I grabbed that. And then look what I got. I'm like kind of seeing spots on it, but a beautiful Michael Kors purse. Now you can see the top, see the front. That looks like something was just spilled on it. So I'm actually gonna wipe that up, especially down here and back on the back, there's some spots. But my sister and I really looked at it and we're like, this can be cleaned, major. The inside, there's a piece of linen. The inside looks like it wasn't hardly used at all. Look at that. Wouldn't that be awesome if I found something? I did just find a cutter of some sort that's in there. I have found two $100 bills in a passport holder in this bins before, and I about died when I did. But look, the inside is amazing. So it's literally just the outside. I kind of was like, why didn't anyone grab this bag? Because I wasn't one of the first ones to jump on in there. But anyway, so Michael Kors, you know, it's hit and miss. Some Michael Kors things do very well, some don't. It is a great color to grab. This tan is definitely in, not that it's ever really went out, but I'm finding browns are really in right now. So anyway, I'm gonna get that cleaned up and hopefully I wanna get that posted today. Okay. Oh, and then I found this as well. This should have been part of the linen, but this is just, it looks like it was in a round, like a holder that kind of secures and tightens your needle point or your cross stitch. It looks like someone just had finished this, and look how cute that is. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that. It might go into my stash of my quilting stuff. Okay, so there's the house goods. I have something very exciting to show you as well. So here is the books. I got 10 books, and I'm not gonna lie, most of these books are for me. Yeah, Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstance. That just intrigued my brain, so I wanted to pick it up. Here's, oh, someone, it says shipping. Someone bought it on Amazon Marketplace. So anyway, it just intrigued me. So I'm gonna pick that up. The Wild Inside, a novel of suspense. So there's that. Here is Edgar Allan Poe, The Paris Mysteries. I thought that was kind of cool. This is a vintage Pinocchio, and this copyright is from, it does have a little bit of wear inside, not horrible. Look at this art, the illustrations in that. How cute is that? This is, I have a thread on me. Copyright, published 1937. So the first one was out in 1909. This one is a 1937 copy. Is that not the coolest thing? So I'm not sure what I want to do with that. It's very cool. This just intrigued me. A Treasury of Indiana Life and Love, Hoosier Caravan. So Ned A. Wilson, truthfully, I have no idea. It's a, this got me 1975 from Mother and Dad. I love that. That just seemed cool. This is a number 27. It's a signed copy of the author, and it's number 27 of a collector's edition of 250 copies. So I don't know. I saw that and I was like, for 50 cents, I'm going to take it and see what it's about. So I really have not read much about it. So, okay, this I was super excited about because I have been wanting this, and my sister just kind of laughed at me, but it is from Crook to Cook, Snoop Dogg. It's his cookbook. And I've wanted this for a while. So I've seen it in the stores and I wanted to get it, and I finally found it at the bins of all places for 50 cents. So awesome. And then this is very cool. So I saw this old raggedy book. It's a little pocketbook, and this is the Old Testament. And this is a 1901. Yeah, copyright 1901. Now, the first page is torn. Some old Bibles are definitely worth some things. I have not looked this up or anything, but this is a copyright 1901. And then the little lady that bought it put July 20th, 1920. That must have been when she purchased it, maybe. But yes, this is newly edited by the American Revision Committee, 1901 is the date. So I just think this was super cool, by Thomas Nelson and Sons. But anyway, I thought it was neat. Even if I don't do anything with it, I definitely thought it was neat. Oh, I forgot about these ones. This is Kitchens of the Great Midwest. It is a novel. It looks like it was never even opened. And it just intrigued me also. So, man, I'm telling you, if you're a book lover, you should really just go to the bins for books. Okay, so here is a Reed Drummond, which I love her cookbooks, by the way. And I could not remember. I do not think I have the red one. And so I got this. I knew this would sell in my flea market booth. Cookbooks sell very well, especially if they're newer cookbooks in my flea market booth. But I think I have all of them except for this one. I don't think I have this one. So I bought it to add to my collection. And then I don't feel like this would be too bad to show you. It's kind of, well, I'll just show you. This is Burlesque and the Art of Tease, Dita Von Tease. And so in the back is called Fetish and the Art of Tease. Now, I feel like this will sell very well in my flea market booth at least. And so it talks about like the history of corsets. And I don't know, it just has different, it's a little bit spicy. And there's some spicy stuff in here, but yeah, it's just, it's one of those things where you see it and you're like, okay, it's kind of weird, and weird always sells, especially spicy and weird. So I don't know. It intrigued me. So I wanted to get it and see what it was about. And I definitely know it'll sell in my flea market booth. So I don't know about online. Okay. So there's that. This is what I found. So this is a bolo. I have never found one. But I saw that and I was like, is that an LL Bean canvas tote? And it's definitely dirty. You can see it's got dirt stains on it. It's been embroidered with snacks, but I saw the zipper and it says LL Bean. And then when you open it, there's the LL Bean made in the USA, boat and tote. I was so happy. Some of these LL Bean bags can sell for quite a bit. I'm gonna OxyClean it today and wash it. But I was so happy to find it. I kind of don't want to get rid of it, but I would rather have one not embroidered with like snacks. Of course, I love snacks, but yeah, I was so happy. So I'm not sure exactly what I can sell this for, but I think I'm going to definitely get a return of my money on this thing. And I think most of those stains will come out after I soak it in some OxyClean. Okay, so there's all that. I'm on 31 minutes, so now I have all these clothes to get through. I'm gonna get a good old sip. Okay. All right, these were the first shoes I got. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if Teeks bring any money or not anymore, but these are Teeks. Teeks used to be a Bolo brand. I have found one pair of Teeks at the bins before, but these are purple. Some Teeks could bring a lot of money. They used to be able to if it was like a certain limited edition brand. But these, a lot of women would buy these and travel with them, and they would fold up into the package like that. So I don't know. These are a size 9. They're purple. They do have wear on the end. So they are worn. Definitely there's wear on the bottom. I just decided to take a chance since I got them at the bins. They're definitely worn. I'm going to vacuum them out, kind of wash them down with some leather cleaner, and just get them posted. I don't know. These might not bring anything. Maybe I'll do an auction on them. I'm not sure, but so that was the first pair of shoes I found. Okay, I got these. They're nothing big. They're Lucky brand, which Lucky brand doesn't bring a whole lot anymore, but they are super cute, right? They're just little booties. They don't look hardly worn at all. Here's the bottoms. They got a little bit of wear, like scuff, but other than that, they look pretty good. So I decided to take a chance on them and get, oh, you know what? They do have some wear on the back side of them. I did not notice that. So inside there's some wear. Okay, I'm probably gonna redonate these then. Darn it. They look so nice sitting outside, don't they? They really don't look like they were hardly ever worn, but the insides must have not handled well. Okay, so I'll probably redonate them then. That's a bummer. These, I just thought since we're coming into spring and summer, these Steve Maddens were really cute, and it's kind of, Steve Madden I feel like is sort of a brand like Lucky brand. It doesn't resell for a whole lot, but since I was at the bins, I went in and picked them up, and they are in excellent condition. Maybe not excellent, but great condition. Hardly worn. They are a size 8, so I went ahead and just grabbed them. So, yes. Okay. Where'd the other shoes I got? I know there's other shoes. Maybe they're down underneath here. Okay, you know what I think I might do? I feel like I need to stand. So, I'm sorry. Let me just raise you up so you can see my back door or my front door, there. There we go. See all my junk. There's some jewelry. I did get a jewelry lot yesterday. Okay, I did hang some of these, and these are the ones that I felt like I could maybe not wash. So I do wash most items from the bins. If I get something though, and it is brand new with tag, there we go. I don't like to take the tags off. So if it smells good and I feel like I can just post it as is, I do it. So as you can see, this is a very kind of boho, flowy cardigan. It is brand new with tag from Chico's. It is a one size. So pretty. I loved it. This was $99 new. And I pulled it out of a bin. This was one of the very first things I found, which I was super excited about. If you think about, this whole thing cost me $112. And then it's like some of these pieces of clothing you are gonna see in just another, like after this one, my really good find. I should have left it till the end, but it's next. Okay, so I saw this dress. It's a little mini dress. It is very cute. This is a size large, and it is a J. Marie. I did not know this brand. It is a new to me brand. It's kind of got eyelet design, but it has this panel behind the eyelets, so you can't, see your goods or anything. It's got some some gold buttons, really cute belt. So J. Marie, is not a cheap brand. Comps were kind of all over the place, so I went ahead and just took a chance on it since I got it at the bins. Okay, guys. You probably know what this is just by looking at it, but I about died. This is a Johnny Was piece, a silk Johnny Was piece. This is a bolo. Now I will say I have had a Johnny Was piece that has never sold, but it is definitely, it's all white and it's kind of got like the eyelets. It's kind of like a beach cover up type shirt. It's not like the standard Johnny Was kind of boho chic piece, but look at that. I am so excited I found this. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't see anything wrong. And this is what I talked about. This was a old bin that multiple people had went through and had missed this. It was sitting in the bottom of the bin. And here I come. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I felt the piece. I do not wear gloves at the bins, and I know that might be gross for some people. I try to be very conscientious though, not touch my face. I always have a fanny pack that has alcohol gels. I go to the bathroom multiple times just to wash my hands. So I felt this with my hand. I saw it, I reached down, I was like, that's silk. And actually it is rayon. It feels like it's silk, but it is 100% rayon, yes. So this will be one of my first items to get posted because I want to get my money back as soon as I can. So I am definitely posting that today. Here is a very pretty Old Navy dress, which I have stopped really picking up Old Navy unless it's something that I can wear for myself. But someone is blowing something. But it is brand new with tag, and it's a size small tall. So the fact that it's a tall too, I think adds to its factors, and it's brand new with tags. So, okay, I absolutely love this. This is a J. Jill. It's a very like lagan look type cottage core. I just love it. I just love it. Look how soft that is. It's got kind of like this quilted design. The only downfall on this, I'm gonna try it on actually. I think it looks to be like a size XXL. Yeah, we had a family dinner about 3 weeks ago, and as you can see, the chairs are still sitting. So this is, okay, so maybe it's bigger than that. So I'm kind of a size 14 large XL. This looks like maybe a 3X. So I'm gonna definitely have to just show measurements, because what they did is they clipped out the size. They clipped out the size tag and the material tag. I wish they wouldn't have, but they sure did. What a bummer, right? So anyway, I'm just gonna have to include measurements and go with a guess and put, 2 to 3X. To me, it's more like a 3X just by looking at that. Okay, so this is beautiful. Look at this. This is a Ann Taylor. I bought this more for the aesthetic of it. It is 100% silk midi skirt. Yes, so pretty. I'm like, I wish skirts like that looked good on me. It is a size 4, and it is lined with a shell. So very cute. Okay, I got this because I thought it was so cute. It is a birthday girl shirt. It looks brand new, like it was never worn. Lola the Boys, I don't know if that's anything, but it's for a 6-year-old. So I figured, just based off of, because people always look for stuff like this for their kids for their birthdays. So, man, I don't know what that is. Oh, my next door neighbor has yard people there, so sorry about that. All right, so this is a free assembly. I actually thought my niece would like this, but she didn't. I have another niece though that she's very tall and skinny, but this is a brand new with tag free assembly dress, and it's definitely a fitted kind of max. No, it's more midi. It's a midi length. So I don't know. I might see if she wants it. Here is brand new Key overalls, or Liberties. Sorry, they're Liberties, and they are brand new. They're size 42-32. They're long. They seem long. Anyway, they're brand new without tags, so I feel like they're gonna sell faster. All right, this dress, I told my husband, boy, if this dress would fit me, I'd be keeping it. So it's Ricky Lang for Newt, but then it's got a Neiman Marcus tag over it, and I know they used to do that. Like the stores would sell certain pieces, like designer pieces, and then they would tack their over the designer label. But look at this dress and this belt. So the belt goes all the way to the back, and let me put it together here. Maybe if I can figure it out. Oh yeah, here it is. I was like, man, I know it was. So here's the belt in the back. Is that not the coolest midi dress? Man. And I forget what size this is. It would be like the best 80s. Size 14. Oh man. Now vintage size 14 is definitely, look at this tag though. If you're vintage like me, you know these tags, they wore out really quick. So you can tell this dress was probably never worn, or if it was worn one time, one and done. So very cool vintage piece. I just love it. Okay, here's some more shoes. My sister is the one that found these, and she was sad because she definitely wanted them for herself, but they are a size, I think they're an 11. I'm a 10 and they're too big for me. And I know there's a size somewhere on them. Oh, 42s, yeah. They are 42s. The brand is Spring Step. You can tell they're very good leather. Look at that. So I have a tan pair and I have a blue pair. So those are really good condition. This is a brand new with tags Spider swim trunks for men. And the tag is from Dillard's. I can tell Dillard's always puts that return thing. And it says Dillard's. So brand new. As we're getting into spring, people are gonna start looking for their swim stuff. You all know I collect flannels for the end of the year big sales. So even though we're in February, I'm looking ahead now. I'm gonna try to be better this year. So this is a women's Woolrich XXL. So that's nice. I have a Talbot's extra large petite little floral number. Look how cute that is. Okay, this is a Torrid dress and it is a size 0. And it's kind of got this off the shoulder, well, maybe not off, yeah, it's kind of off the shoulder, yeah. So it's kind of a sweatery dress. Okay, this I thought was really cool. It's Austin City Limits Festival and it's a bandana. I know some things like this, people collect memorabilia, so I just grabbed it. I could have put it in my linen. Okay, these are a pair of Levi men's 511s. They are 33 by 32. I'm not sure. After I bought them, I saw this. I'm really not sure. I mean, it's on both sides. It's almost like it was meant to be. And the back has it as well. So I think that's just the look of them. This is a brand new bra. It doesn't have a tag or anything, but Gossard bra. Yeah, my niece was helping me look it up because I had never heard of it. You can tell it's not been worn, but anyway, I'm still gonna have to look it up because now I can't even remember, but it came in the little bag and everything. Okay, you guys gonna think I'm insane, but I do pick up stuff like this because Halloween time, people need an outfit. This is a Cracker Barrel apron. I do have, Lori was a rising star with Cracker Barrel. I do have her badge. So this is actually a great Halloween costume, but it could be just another apron for a Cracker Barrel person. But I'm gonna advertise it as a costume. So here's a little Oshkosh baby girl overall set, and whoever added this they added this on afterward. It kind of looks like it was added on afterwards. So I'll probably just keep it on there. Here is a Browning size men's medium. This is a really nice Western denim shirt. Look at that. It does have like some staining around the neck, but I'll soak it in some OxyClean and see what I can do with that. Okay, this brand is nothing special. It's a boutique kind of brand. It's called Angie, but I will say that it has a following. This brand definitely has a following. This is really cute. Kind of a boho, gypsy feel, flowy cardigan. It's velour, it's so pretty. So one size, really cute. I love that. Okay, this is something maybe. This is a vintage rugby, Kuja rugby. I definitely need to wash this, but I looked it up. This is the home game shirt, and this, the comps are around $70 to $90 on this. So I already have my listing created for this. I'm just waiting to wash it and be able to take the pictures. So that's getting ready to go into the washer as well. Very cool. Eskimo Joe's, Stillwater, Oklahoma. My hometown's not too far from Stillwater. I mean, it is when you think about it, but then it's really not, because I'm from Kansas. It's in Oklahoma. But this is like a brand new sweatshirt. I thought my cousin or my niece might want it, but she didn't. So I thought I would just grab it and see. I think it'll sell. Here is a men's Wrangler button-up pearl snap. It's an extra large tall. These seem to sell pretty well. Okay, this is so pretty. I saw this. It looked like it was super cute. And I looked at it, and it is a Scottish cashmere, 100% cashmere, made in Scotland. Look at that. It's like houndstooth, black and white. So pretty. Such a pretty scarf. The cashmere just feels so good. But yeah, it is definitely, it's from Scotland. I think that's a find too. I like that. This is really cool. Mac, New York. It is a size 10. It's a vintage Christmas blazer. It's all embroidered. Isn't that cool? All right, this I thought was cool too. So here's the scarf. It's big and chunky. Here's the dress. It's a Outlander the series exclusive Torrid collection. So it's from Torrid, but it's for Outlander the series. Look how cute that is. And the scarf to go with it. I thought about sending that to ThredUp, but I think there's no way like they're gonna advertise that well, so I am gonna post that for sale. Yes, I knew I had another linen. So here's just a towel I was gonna keep for me. You all see, I pick up employee t-shirts and work gear. I mean, Cracker Barrel. But I found a nice Chick-fil-A hoodie. And this is like a thick hoodie. And it's got a little kind of a heart waffle fry heart. But this, it looks new, but it's a size medium. Authentic Chick-fil-A originals. And I don't know what it'll bring, but I'm gonna see. And it does have the Chick-fil-A embroidered on the sleeve. Yeah, so there's a stain right there. Or it might be no, it's coming out. So get that washed up. I wasn't sure on these. This is a Carve Designs. Size 12. You all might know, I don't, but they're kind of like chopped off, but they were manufactured like this from what I can tell. It looks very professional. And there's actually a light stitching down at the bottom. But like some corduroy cutoffs, I might keep them. I did start a diet a few days ago. I'm doing my best. Oh, here is a little American Girl doll dress I found. I found a shoe too, but I could never find the other one, so I ended up throwing the other one back. Here's a pair of Pistolas. I've never found Pistola, but I've watched many other resellers sell the brand. And these are small, they're size 25. So I went ahead and picked them up. They definitely need washed because there's some staining. This is just a destination tank top. I thought it was a cool logo though. It's Keystone, Colorado. Yeah, ski ride, mountain vibes for the love of snow. So I'm gonna be a little limited this year on picking up destination shirts just because I'm trying to bring up my average sales price. But at the bins, it's like you can't hardly help yourself. This is a Lucky Brand dress. I thought it was really cute. It's actually pretty kind of thick. I like that it has a waistline too in it. All right, here is a Marmot. Marmot is a very expensive outdoor brand. This is a Marmot's jacket. I'm pretty sure this is a female's. Yeah, this has to be a female's. It is pretty dirty. I gotta get it cleaned. Definitely, whoever used it for the outdoors, but it is a very nice kind of windbreaker jacket, but it's lined. Very nice. I was gonna say, I hear a UPS truck or something. Okay, we're down at the bottom, guys. This is a Pilcrow, so it's an Anthropologie brand. These are cutoff shorts, size 31. They look very high-waisted, and they definitely need washed, definitely. Here is a vintage jumper dress. These sell very well for me most of the time. It's got a Christmas winter scene. It's a vintage white stag, extra large. And it's kind of a midi dress. I don't know why, but my shirt keeps strangling me. Here are some Chico's size 3, and they are faux leather leggings. They're really nice. Goodwill wanted $8.99 for those. Okay, I don't know why I got these, but they just seemed really comfortable. But they're men's Calvin Klein extra larges, and they're like sweat shorts. I thought they looked really nice. They're kind of like this light purple color. They seem really nice. I don't know. I'm sure resale value is not the greatest on them, but I just thought I would try it. This is a Zenergy by Chico size 0, which is like a medium, and it's some cropped, cropped capri little wind type pants in a cream color. This shirt is so wrinkly. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren slim fit. It looks to be a women's. Why do I say that? Yes, because the buttons are on the right. Right? Buttons on the right for a woman. Do I have that right in my head? No? I'm second guessing myself. I think buttons are on the right for a man. I don't know if you know that or not. How come that is something that's always in my brain, and then all of a sudden I forget, and I'm like, I can't remember, is it on the right or on the left? Because I know I've said it before, and some of you have been like, oh, thanks. I didn't know that. And it's something I learned. So here's a size medium. And this, I believe, is a man's. Well, now I'm second guessing myself on all these shirts. This is on the right. Maybe I think it's a man's because of the color in it, but okay. Wait, here's a woman's. Okay, women's on the left. Right? No? Yeah, so this is a woman's shirt. So buttons are on the left. I know this is a women's shirt. It's a New Directions flannel. So buttons on the left for women, right for men. So this will be a man's. Okay. I don't know what I said initially, but okay. So then this should be a man's then, but it sure looks like a woman's because of the way it's cut. I feel like. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to dig into that a little bit deeper. Here is some Laguna 32 by 32. Now, this brand kind of intrigued me. I was looking up some comps. These almost feel like knit stretchy. These are men's. And it just kind of intrigued me. I wanted to learn about them. This tag typically is like a nice label to where you probably should look it up because it is stitched on. It's not hand stitched. If it's hand stitched on each side, you should definitely look it up. But the way that it's stitched on each side, it just looks a little more higher quality. And I did look this brand up and there was some good comps on some things. I just got to dig a little bit deeper. So since I got it at the bins, I decided to get it. So this is a Chico's size 3 little cute summer blouse. Here is just a vintage scarf that will probably go into my flea market booth. Here is an LL Bean. Yeah, this is men's on the right. So yeah. Oh, that's cute. So it's got flannel inside, which I love. I love this, even though it's a man's, I still love it. It is dirty though. I'm gonna put it on even though it's dirty-ish. It's like just kind of like a shacket work type coat. I love LL Bean, really good quality. So I'm gonna get that washed today. And then the last two items, I think I'm gonna blot up. They're Belle by Kim Gravel. You've seen some of this sell for me before. And this is a 4X. So it is a, you know, I'm sure it's a harder brand. Like it's expensive. It's an expensive brand to buy. And they do have followers. And this is probably from that same lady because this is a 4X as well, and I found them together. So I think I'm going to lot them together and try to get rid of them that way as one. So that's it. So this is exactly an hour and 2 minutes long. I don't think that's bad. I got a lot of stuff for 112 bucks. So let me know your favorite item and tell me how I did. Sometimes it can be hit and miss at the Goodwill bins, but I did limit myself. I threw back a lot of stuff that I just decided wasn't going to be worth me having to pack. So have a good one. I'll see you later. Thanks for subscribing and leaving me a comment and hitting the thumbs up, and have a good week.